Whatever you do, do not look at the fan in the corner. You don't see it, it doesn't see you. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to AvidCat Studios. I'm your host, StormChild. We're going down the rabbit hole a little differently this time. So back in like 2013 or 2014 and all those things, when Watch Mojo was a thing, I got severely hooked on just like they're simple videos. You can make a whole bunch of them. All you have to do is just reiterate the script over and over to get different things. As you could tell, What Culture does that sometimes a little differently. There aren't really too many like actual shows. I mean, you got like 10 actors who are done playing these characters, and then some like guy eating an egg for some reason, and then, you know, every Spider-Man movie villain ranked worst to best. I'm pretty sure they left out a few. These episodes suck. These are actually really, really funny. He gets hyperbolically mad at stuff that is Jules. Going down here, like, oh, what other things do they have? They also have What Culture Star Wars, the horror, the Trek culture, the Who culture, their comics, their gamings. This is just on the gaming thing. This is all there. Oh, there it is. There you go. Also a wrestling one for some reason. This dude, the bald man with a glorious, glorious beard. This is his kind of spin-off show. The 8 secret video game endings not worth your time. He usually does 8 instead of 9 or 10 or whatever. Even Xbox. Please, Carl, remember to put that footage in. Xbox, they have the outside Xbox, and a lot of their stuff is like 7. That's their weirdly specific number. He makes a lot of Warhammer like figurines and whatnot, and that's his symbol for his thing, Live and Less Dice. You like to watch like that kind of board game kind of stuff. Him and his friends, that's his personal channel. So shout out.
I got you. Hello, all of you beautiful little demons. Jules here for WhatCulture.com, back again with another episode of the awesomely named and awfully hosted Choose Your Own Adventure, the weekly
He does it every Tuesday, in case that's not obvious.
medieval. Yes, you, the person who unfortunately has a bit of sad news.
What is my sad news? You got 18 minutes to explain yourself, sir.
Because today, believe it or not, after many, many years of putting up with me and suffering through all of
You motherfucker. You better not leave. You better not leave. I swear. Don't do this to me.
my requests to put in crazy edits and silly skits, this is James Dowse's final episode.
Ah, the editor. Okay. I was about to say. Also, your office looks amazing. Yeah, he's been a long-time editor. He does music skits and stuff for him.
I would never want to hold you back working on this silly show when you can do so much better.
I can.
Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. You want to say anything? Here's your chance. Here's your chance, mate. You
There
edit
we
it in. Edit around me. Go for it. Just cut me out entirely.
Thank you, Jules.
Yes, you get to decide what list I dole out to you each and every week. It's almost like it was planned.
I mean, 3 minutes in, we finally got to the title, man. I'm fine with that.
Supermarket and opening every single pack of processed ham just so you can sniff that eau de toilette of the ham water that's in there isn't exactly...
Hey, I like ham water, sir. What was I talking about?
Game, you can return to the Door of Mystery.
Oh, this one. Yeah. This one comes up a lot in the list because it's like, oh, they basically sequel bait you and like you get nothing out of it.
Trademark. To slot them all into place and see what lies beyond.
Like you get fucking
it is a
shit out of this
tantalising
whole
mystery
thing.
for sure, as it's never hinted as to what could be behind the Door of Mystery.
Yeah.
TM. Something before the game then cuts to black. The end. So that's all
Yeah.
we get. 100% completion. All that effort put in. So long, good luck. Well, apparently the precursor legacy doesn't even recall saying good luck.
If I gotta get 106%, the only one I've ever consistently got like over 100%, actually over 200%, was Fez. I was like super like addicted to that game.
106% completion.
I grew up with just like the first one. I never actually had the sequels until like I'd have to borrow them from a friend or something. And then I was like, oh, okay. But like for me, it always just felt like more of the same thing. It's like, okay, it's just harder. They never really, I don't know. They did change up the formula somewhat. Like Bandicoot.
level and side stage, beat all the time trials, and it just goes on and on.
These videos are
and
incredible.
The brutal nature.
Totally recommend Cat Icarus if you haven't watched it.
Number
Probably.
6, Persona 4: The Accomplice.
I've never fully played a Persona game.
So, show of hands, who would like to take part in an exhilarating JRPG where you and some friends try and solve a murder mystery set in a small Japanese town to the soundtrack of a lifetime? Seriously, it is a slapper. Slap, slap, slap,
That
slap.
sounds...
Show of hands.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a lot of people, right?
Yeah. There's just like it ends.
Front the person responsible and join their side.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I thought. A lot less support here. Although, Jazz,
Why?
why?
I mean, obviously you can get to like the very end. You like, there's a good ending and a bad ending. That makes sense. That's not really like a secret ending, I guess. That I'm not.
Die
no,
twice.
I'm good.
Sure as ending. If there's anything that developers from Software love more than oversized bosses that make me literally scream into a pillow.
Yeah.
So you dare get me?
Yeah.
There's the classic example of an ending locked away behind whether or not you give rice to a little kid. Yep, it's
Well, maybe the little kid needed rice. You don't know that. Maybe he needs the rice to live. That's what I'm going off of.
literally as weird as it sounds. Yet it's not the worst ending in Sekiro, as that dishonor actually goes to the Shura ending, which basically plays out as such. And I'm going to quote Osley's original.
I keep telling you, don't call me such. Okay, you go back to the big Asina castle in the sky where you're presented with the Big Daddy Owl. He gives you two options: obey the Iron Code or forsake Kuro, or disobey and kill the one that taught you how to shinobi. I don't think that's how, whatever. You decide to choose the former because you wouldn't want to disappoint Daddy, would you? Wrong choice, dum-dum.
You go to the big Ashina castle in the sky, where you're presented with Big Daddy Owl. He gives you two potions: obey the Iron Code and forsake Kuro, or disobey.
I could have just let him read it. Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon.
I see what you did there.
Franchise all about escaping the humdrum of city life and just setting up.
They're pretty good.
So why don't you suck on one of these? A thumbs up, because we're friends now. You
Yup.
was gonna give him the finger, didn't you? Nah.
You don't do that in Harvest Moon. You don't want to be afraid for your cabbages, man. That's the worst way to go.
Be told, barely a moment goes by in this game without you being reminded of a task that needs completing or
Yeah, starters like that too. Like, I mean, it doesn't like hound you.
animals that need care and attention. Plus, on top of all
That's
the
all
farm
that's your own brain going, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this.
maintenance, there's social bonds to make, and even a marriage on the
Yup.
table if you play your cards right. I tell you, it can actually get a bit too much sometimes.
It's almost like it's a game.
If you decide to wake up, head to bed, and rinse repeat for 3 years, you'll unlock the complete failure ending, which sees
Wow.
your family.
3 years. That's a long time.
It takes a lot of effort to do this, to just
I don't know. Not really. You're just sleeping for 3 years.
wake up, hit the snooze, go back to bed, wake up, hit the snooze, go back to bed.
I've done that.
That's commitment to being utterly bone idle. But luckily,
Yeah.
it's also given me inspiration for today's musical interlude. That's right, it's
I love these musical ones. Like, usually that's why they had like James and a couple other guys. They would just like do weird sounds while he does this.
repeat, wake up, sleep, wake up, repeat, wake up.
You're missing one. It's eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
Sleep, wake up, repeat.
Oh yeah, and grab your brush and put on a little makeup.
Sometimes a video game's secret.
I've never played Luigi's Mansion, and it sounds like right up my alley. I don't know why I never got around to it. They say, oh, you're not worth your time. Yeah, but you found something out that's worth your time. That's kind of cool.
The player will need to actively avoid picking up any and all cash across their time in the haunted house.
I can't pick up money? That's going to be hard.
And in a game that involves more suck than the atrocious Metal Gear Survive, that is way harder than it sounds.
Yeah, if you just speed run the game, I think that would probably be sometimes. Why is there 2 perfect endings? Also, I like Final Fantasy. I never finished either one of those, but I like them.
Final Fantasy X2, the air quotes, perfect ending. Now, thanks to
Is it a sarcastic perfect ending? Because I'm getting that from this video.
a secret ending that could only be achieved through 100% completion, you best believe that I crossed off all of my planned events on my calendar.
That came out like when, yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, not for me. I was probably a little older. I have no idea how old you are. This is a pointless conversation. Skip it, Carl.
things for all the blood, sweat, and tears, I got to see Tidus and Yuna finally reuniting in the far plane. And I know what you're thinking.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
actually amazing. The two lovers that were torn apart by fate.
I knew these characters from the very beginning of YouTube, where it was basically they took V and V Nation, like Beloved, and then tied it all to this game. So every time I see this game, I hear that song, and I'm not going to play it because it's probably going to get copyrighted. But look up V and V Nation, Beloved, good stuff.
Except, and yes, I am doing my best Columbo impression, there's just one problem.
That's one thing. One last thing. Come on. How you doing? Do you have a cigar? You know Fred Savage.
To Tidus and says, "Whoa, you're back! Amazing! That's fantastic! But wait a minute. Aren't you a dream of the faith and could literally disappear at any time?" And
Yeah.
Tidus, being the lovable rogue that he is, clearly has an answer at hand when he just goes, "Don't even worry about it, pal. Just don't even think about it.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw other people play it.
Yeah, I could. Yeah,
Yeah.
I probably will.
Yeah. Don't think about it. It's fine. It's like the fan in the corner. It's not there. You can't see it. Don't think about it.
It's given us the thing that we wanted, but in a really unsatisfying way. So
Yeah.
no, it's not worth our time.
Number 1, because I really, really want to talk about Dog's Life, I'm going to change the title of this list to video game endings that are worth your time.
Okay.
So if that's the case,
Plot twist. Love it.
number 1, Dog's Life.
Never played it. That game. Okay. Yeah,
Not
okay.
have stood the test of time.
Okay, I didn't know it did like a headstand or handstand and it spun around.
But what makes this game one of the best ever
That's
made
fucking
is
crazy.
the ending. And oh boy, what an ending it is.
That's not cool, man. Don't kidnap dogs. Oh, great. Now I have flashbacks of the brave little toaster.
Peaches. Now how do we stop
That movie wasn't scarring at all.
this devastating event? Well, you fart on Mrs. Peaches, and then she falls onto the conveyor belt herself and gets turned into mush.
Okay, that's so stupid. That should have been in Homeward Bound.
And that's it, really, is at that.
So there we have it, my friends. 8 video game secret endings that were not worth your time.
I like those moments too. Yeah. Also, if you watch the everything or the it sucks, like he talks to his neck vein. His neck vein is named Jeremy.
In all seriousness, I have had the best time working on this series. Like, I cannot put into words how much fun it is editing these videos every single week. And usually for a role like mine, it's very much behind the scenes, and the less you notice me, the better.
And that's why I have Invisible Carl.
Peace and love.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, this show's been on for a while. the quarantine days.
Look at his happy little face. Rate it. 10 out of 10.
That's Slime Jesus. And then they have a devil one called Beelzebub.
Big love to you all. Take care of yourself. Remember, above all else, the ending of your life is one that you write yourself. So make sure that you treat yourself with love and respect, all right? Let's make sure that that final page doesn't say the end question mark, because that is a cop-out. Let's
Facts.
say they lived a good life, healthy, happy, and in control of all of their positivity. Big love. Go out there and smash it. And I'll see you next week. Peace. My delicious goo.
So that's a surprise to me. James is leaving. They kind of shift around a good bit, like PlayStation, Xbox, and then like the outliers. They kind of get sucked into their own specific groups, I guess, if you want to call it that. But video game journalism, they do honestly take it serious, even though they crank out like, you know, several top 10 lists a day. And yes, I made fun of them for being Watch Mojo, but like they're just as watchable as Watch Mojo. You could like mindlessly watch that for days on end and you still learn stuff. Although you start to learn like the patterns and all that. And that's really what kind of the choose your own adventure thing and these games suck or whatever, like they throw a wrench in that whole kind of format, and I think that's really fun. Oh right, we're gonna hold on. We're not gonna fuck. Well, we might. You never know. And if you want more from more of these kind of things, outside Xbox, they do like the 7. That's their whole thing. They have quite a number of like other channels that they do. There's mainly is this one, and for if you like D&D kind of stuff, that's where they do there. But this is, if you ever watch like Outside Extra and into that, they also do a lot of 7 kind of stuff. Some people from What Culture, especially what is her name, Ashley, she came over from whatculture.com. And Rosie, that is Cat Icarus's sister, they do a bunch of different stuff. They actually like do like play out things, but yeah, they do 7. They've done that before. So if you like those kinds of videos. And
this video has been sponsored by your mom.
Motherfucker's a legend, I swear to God. And he just hit 1 million subscribers, which is like that's dope, man. I'm proud of you. He's been on the show. I'm not on this show. I'd fucking like to have him a show if this was an actual show. Oddheader does a lot of these most shocking top 10 ones, weird videos, out of bounds. Like you like boundary, like people looking into like the differences between Japanese Mario and regular or American Mario, and taking the game inside and then looking at it from an outside perspective. It's super fun to watch. This guy does great stuff. Also, look at me. I'm me. Thank you so much for watching. Please be safe out there. I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. And later.